And welcome back another day, another reason. Let's get straight to it. First things first, I'm seeing that you have like this fire within you that has been sending out signals out into the world, and it's guiding other people. And it's also like you sending off like, these messages intuitively, or even just downloads, or even something in regards to like, manifestations that you're just putting out into the world in hopes that it like will start coming into fruition. And I'm seeing a lot of luck happening through here. Spirit's also showing me that there is just like with these seeds are being sent out, there's going to be a lot of deaths and rebirths, a lot of changing. But with these changes is going to help you like with flourishing and growing as an individual. It's kind of like killing off an old version of yourself or old timelines and paradigms that are no longer serving you. And I can tell that you've been having like this sensation or this idea that's been going on. You just can't really put your finger on there, but you've been getting the downloads, you've been getting the messages, and there's been a lot of drastic changes happening in your life. You could have been dealing with like, a stormy moment in your life as well. But Spirit's like saying like, as long as you remain grounded and as long as you remain listening to like my guidance, you're going to be in the right spot, at the right place, at the right time. Because there is a door opening up to you. There is a path that's going to be revealed to you. Huh. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, with this path opening up to you, it's going to require you to like literally shut off old layers of yourself. It's asking you to like really observe your emotions and the things that trigger you, because those are your teachers. Your triggers are your teachers teaching you things about your own self that you're denying, that you're seeing through another individual, and you're giving away your power because of it, but it's actually just your shadow self and the manifestation through another individual. So that's where like Spirit's like saying like, where are you rejecting yourself, judging yourself, or denying yourself of something, like making you believe that you are worthy of this specific, either treatment, circumstance, thought, whatever the case could be. Like it's really asking you like go deep within your own self and really observe like, why are you having these emotions? Why do you feel the way that you do? And why do you think the way that you do? In order for you to like let go of the baggage and really let it go once and for all. But it's really having to do with like you just being through like the observer, like observe those emotions. Don't enable them. Don't be a part of them like that. Really just be the observer. I am seeing meditations being very significant here. And so that way you can like silence out your mind and whatever's going on emotionally within you. I'm also picking up that allow yourself to like back into that heart space. Getting into the heart space is going to bring a lot of like, I keep hearing yin and yang. A lot more having to do with yang, but more like intuition type deal. So you can tap back into yourself. I'm hearing like you'll be getting clarity pretty soon. Because there's going to be like an epiphany. There's going to be an aha moment, and it's going to be like in regards to like revealing a truth to you. Right? This is like you having to connect with source and the divine. This is going to be something that is going to come to you. Like you're not going to have to see it through a video. You're not going to have to hear it through a song. Like it's just going to hit you. And when it hits you, you're just going to be like, oh, so this was the purpose. So this was the reason. Because Spirit has been like guiding you this entire time. Like they've been illuminating, giving you like, small little bits of hints here and there of like what direction you should take. And it's because like they're guiding you to like towards like this new beginning, to this new void, or to like this new timeline. And I know right now like the tunnel may seem dark, but slowly they've been like giving you like small little glimpses of light, so that way you can follow it, so that way you can find your way. Because they don't want you struggling, they don't want you being lost, they want you to find your way. And sometimes like it's finding your way back to yourself, or to your truth, or to like, where you're meant to be at. Because you are a star. And that's what they're reminding you of. Like you are part of the universe. You're just another atom that has been created through love. And this is where like Spirit's like saying like it is time that you finally integrate this shadow. That you finally come to terms with your emotions and your sense of self that is internal. It's time that it finally comes into unison. So that way you can work as a unit. And this is the ancient wisdom that Spirit has been trying to teach you this entire time. You have so much wisdom that has been enriched for so many generations and timelines, more than a lot of decades, or even like different like lifetimes as well. But there's just so much truth to it once you like ground yourself with this wisdom. It's like once you recalibrate yourself with your shadow and realign yourself with it, it's going to like enrich all of the information that you have already had within like generations to generations, and it's going to bring a lot of truths to a lot of the shadows, to a lot of like the karmic cycles that you have faced. And this is where like Spirit's like saying like this is the entire point, so that way you can find your freedom, your liberation, your joy, your happiness. So that way you can blossom for who you truly are and not for what people made you out to be or for what people like projected or expected you to be. Because this entire time you've been creating a lot of like drifts. And by drifts, it's like you are like someone that's very powerful, that your energy just like either repels or attracts people. And in the sense, it's like you carry like a specific such vibration that your mindset, your emotions, you know, the way that you carry yourself, the growth that you're at, it translates to other individuals, especially those people closest to you, so they get impacted by your energy. So this is to like say, to let you know, like you are powerful and you literally can influence through energy. Like your energy is being felt right now. And I'm seeing a lot having to do in regards to like to the emotional realms or in the intuitive aspect of it. Because you are just like, you're so connected to source. Like you are so spirited. You're like a free spirit. You have like this aching itch or this itching like burning fire within you that is just waiting to like burst out and come out once and for all. So that way you can literally just be yourself in the sense of like, I'm breaking free from this mask. I'm breaking free from the illusions, the fog that once like tried to derail me in the past. I am me and this is who I am, and I'm going to stay boldly. And this is where like Spirit's like reminding you of like your magic, who you are at the end of the day. And yes, this has required you to shed and let go of so many layers of yourself. And yes, it may have felt lonely for quite some time, but this loneliness wasn't in vain. It was as a blessing in disguise for you. 722 as I'm saying this. And it's so because we were revealing truths to you. The more that you level up, the more the realizations come in as to like why you attracted what you attracted, why were you entertaining specific things, and as to why you were operating the way that you were. And the more you do, the lonelier it gets, because it has to take other individuals to also be part of that same similar kind of journey to be able to understand that. And that's where you're being illuminated to recognize that. This is like you are meant for something very big that is going to require you to take big steps. And although these steps are not very simple and easy, you are doing the work. And with those steps that you have been taking, like your manifestations are constantly being sent out to the universe. Like there's like little seeds that you've been sending out. And it's because you've been getting these downloads and messages from Spirit this entire time. It wasn't by no coincidence. And another thing that I want to let you know, like you are literally very fucking magical. When I say that your energy influences, it influences. You activate people. You activate people to go through the whole metamorphosis and transform themselves into their better selves, into their higher selves. Like you are not someone that is just like very light. Like you're seriously like a catalyst. You catalyze people's energies, timelines, frequencies for the better. Even if in the moment it seems like a fucking walking in hell, you catapult them into like a better version of themselves. And that is like the magic that is within yourself. Like this is like a mirror effect, so that way you can recognize like you also do this for you. Like you are just as magical as what you perceive people to be. Like those individuals that you have admired this entire time, that is you through them, showing you that this is also attainable, that you can also do that. This, you can also be this. So this is just to remind you of your magic, your wings, your potential, and you know, how magical your aura, your energy really is, because people just grow. They grow and they feel liberated. There's like, the way that I'm like kind of visualizing this is like in the sense like when people come in contact with you, it's just like, it's kind of like you help them take off the weights off of them. You remind them that these weights were invisible. That those weights were just an illusion. It was all in their mind or all in the programming or the people around them. And you show them the gateway out. So that way they can finally flourish and grow as an individual, and you just set them free. And remember when I said about drowning in emotions? Here's that. So I can tell like right now, there's like a sensation having to do with like being heavy on those emotions, feeling like you're drowning. But spirits just say like those emotions are actually this tiny, this small. It's just a perception that you're perceiving it because you're in the midst of it. And it's because you're in the midst of being in a very catalytic, metamorphic period right now. Because you're being ignited. You're being ignited. There's going to be a passion that's going to emerge out of you. And it's going to be a very fiery passion. Interesting. I also get the sense of like, it's kind of like, even when you feel like you've burned out, or when you feel like you don't have a flame within you, you're always going to be guided. Always. You're always going to be guided. There's always someone, something, a divine source, a spirit guide, an angel, always guiding you. When you feel like your light is like dimming down, you are still vibrant as is. And spirit will still, even whenever you have burned out or been feeling very low, you are still very interconnected with source. And this is just to remind you that even when you're at your lowest, like you are still connected. You really are. And to know that there is good times, good things coming your way already, as is. You are going to soon start seeing the light of the day, seeing the beauty of life, and be interconnected with the divine, with source. And you're just going to start feeling happiness all over again. And this joy when it comes to life.